So imagine being able to go into your closet, grab some of your clothing, and put it together in a way that it forms an outfit that makes you feel unstoppable. From grabbing the perfect pair of shoes to finding the right jacket and shirt combination, selecting the right accessory. In today's video, gents, I'm going to share with you 5 outfits that when put together correctly will make you feel and look unstoppable. But before I reveal those outfits, gents, I want to help you understand exactly what it is about certain pieces of clothing that gives a man confidence. So first up, gents, let's hit the basics. Quality over quantity. Now, the idea of quality over quantity applies to those investment pieces. We're talking shoes, we're talking suits, we're talking about your outerwear clothing that people are going to see and that when taken care of will last you for years. The biggest mistake I see in this area is that somebody tries to go cheap with a key piece in their wardrobe. Yeah, you maybe saved a few bucks initially with that cheap sports jacket, but you went with it because it was cheap, not because it made you feel good. And the issue with that comes with the number of wears. I mean, think about it. The piece of clothing that you don't like the way it looks on you, you're going to find reasons not to wear it. Something that makes you look like $1 million, you are going to find reasons to wear it out in public. Next up, appropriate for the occasion. Gents, straight up, there is always a dress code. Yes, I know it wasn't stated, but look around. How is the group dressing? How is this tribe identifying itself? You go to a gym, people dress a certain way. A Thursday night social event at your new company. A night on the town with your boys in Miami. Each of these situations calls for a particular type of dress. Next up, the details matter. So I always like to think of style as a chain, and a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Paying attention to these tiny details can make or break an outfit because you can have everything with your clothing nailed, but if you've got really bad grooming, it can throw off the whole look. Next up, find a way to bring in your own personal style. Now, when I'm talking about personal style here, I'm talking about tweaking the features that we just talked about so as to create an outfit that's uniquely yours. Your personal style can include particular items. Maybe you like leather jackets, suede jackets, bomber jackets, denim jackets, or maybe it's a particular color, gold, purple, olive green. For some of you guys, it may be an ethnic piece. For other people, maybe a bit of jewelry. And last but definitely not least, fit is king. Now, if you've watched just a few of my videos here at Real Men Real Style, you will hear me say that fit is king. When it comes to the style pyramid, notice fit is up at the top. Now, fabric and function, they're important, but an inexpensive shirt or suit that fits is going to look better than an expensive one that doesn't. Now, speaking of fit, check out how this sports jacket fits me. This is right out the box, no adjustments. Gents, what you see me wearing here is Collars & Co.'s brand new Maverick blazer. This Maverick blazer makes it easy to look unstoppable. First up, it's made from their performance 4-way stretch fabric that's incredibly comfortable and breathable. It's also wrinkle resistant so that you can roll this up, you can pack it, you don't have to worry about it when it's in your bag, and then you can simply take it out and throw it on before you walk into the meeting. I also love how it has a built-in optional pocket square. So you can go with a classic presidential fold, not even thinking about it, or if you want to add your own pocket square, you can just fold this thing down and put a pocket square in it. Seriously, gents, when you look on the inside, it's unlined. Look at how they paid attention to the stitching and the seams, and like all Collars & Co. products, it's incredibly functional. You've got a pocket for all your needs. And on top of all that, it's machine washable. And gents, even if you're not in the market for a blazer, get over to Collars & Co.'s website and check out all the great performance polos. And in case you guys don't remember, Collars & Co., they were on Shark Tank. Mark Cuban invested $1 million into this company because he loved what they were doing. These guys hated the uncomfortable dress shirt, so they took the style of a polo, put a dress shirt type collar on it, gave it a strong front placket, made it with performance fabric with a 4-way stretch, and from this created one of the most versatile shirts I know in my wardrobe. And when you go over to their website, you're going to see they've got all different types of collar styles, the English spread, semi-spread, Oxford button down, and the classic cutaway. And they've got a wide variety of different patterns, different colors. So gents, make sure to grab one of the new Maverick blazers. They've also got a great selection of sweaters. Choose from quarter zips, pullovers, crew necks, and V-necks. They're super versatile, reasonably priced, and I love how you can wear them for most of the year. And yeah, I'm very impressed. I really like what they're doing here. So guys, go check them out and use that link in the description of today's video to get the best deal on the web. So those are the 5 elements crucial to wearing an outfit that makes you feel unstoppable. But this begs an answer to the question, why does certain clothing make a man feel confident? Why do certain outfits make a man look like he's more intelligent, more competent, more powerful? Well, the answer, it turns out, can be divided into 3 parts. First up, let's address how certain outfits, certain pieces of clothing can actually make you feel smarter, can actually give you confidence. Seriously, guys, no BS here. This is called the science of enclothed cognition. There's a classic study performed about a decade ago in which hundreds of students were given a white jacket and then asked to take a test. Now, one half of the students were told they were wearing painter smocks. The other half were told they were wearing a doctor's lab coat. Well, it turns out the hundreds of participants that thought they were wearing a doctor's jacket performed noticeably higher because it appeared they were much more cognitively present when they were taking that exam. How does this apply to you? Well, there are additional studies that show whenever a person dresses a bit more formally, whenever they dress up for the occasion, whether that be for a meeting, a presentation, or a negotiation, when they dress the part, they pay more attention to the details and they bring their A game. Think about it, Jensen. This is key. A lot of times when we're getting dressed for an interview or a meeting, we think we're dressing up for the other person. You are dressing up for yourself to make sure that you are fully present and on top of your game. Next up, let's talk about how the right outfit, the right colors, the right texture, the right items can have an effect on others. The reality is human beings are pretty simple. We're always looking for shortcuts. In our mind, we've got ideas. We've got these boxes of what a successful person looks like. These ideas, these frameworks are imprinted on us when we're young, oftentimes with the media, oftentimes subconsciously. The point is, if you show up to a door and there's a doorman, but you look the part of somebody that should come inside, he's more likely to let you inside if you meet his expectations. I remember I was at VidCon years ago and they had security at the doors stopping pretty much everybody. Well, I just walked up and walked right in like I owned the place. Nobody stopped me. Of course, I was wearing a sports jacket, pocket square, collared shirt, looking good. Point being is I looked professional. I looked the part and therefore I wasn't stopped. And it's not just the styles of clothing that affects people's perception. It's also colors. Red, again and again, is shown to be a power color. You just need to have a small amount. Blue has an effect of trust. The color black can make you appear more dominant and aggressive. And of course, texture. A sheen, especially on a tie, a silk tie, can give a feeling of formality. A suede jacket, a cashmere sweater can make you more approachable, especially with the ladies you're on a date. It's going to make them want to touch you. And now we get to talk about the point that I feel gets looked over all the time. When it comes to looking and feeling unstoppable, gents, you have to practice wearing the outfits that make you feel amazing. Example, if you've ever played sports, have you ever had a lucky hat? Your go-to pair of gloves, shoes, maybe a jersey that every time you wear it, you win. Now, logically, we know that jersey you haven't washed for a year that stinks isn't really helping you win. Now, it is keeping people away from you, but that's beside the point. No, the point I'm making here is that piece of gear, that particular piece of clothing, you trust it. You've practiced with it. You know that it is good to go. And on game day, when the money's on the line, you want that piece of gear because you know you can rely on it. What we're seeing here is confidence built through practice. Guys, I'm sure there are certain outfits that you feel great in because you've gotten complimented wearing that. Every time you put it on, you know it's going to fit right. There are no hot spots. You're going to be able to move. You are going to put this clothing on and know for a fact you look great. Gents, taking everything we've talked about, that is the secret to looking unstoppable in an outfit. Make sure it fits you. It's of good quality. It's appropriate for the occasion. It's got a bit of your personal style and you've paid attention to all the details. And on top of that, you're not wearing this outfit for the first time. Even if you've just practiced wearing this outfit around the house, you know that it fits you, that when you sit down, it's comfortable because you got a little bit of, weight in the midsection. All the buttons are in place. The colors work. Gents, you nail all that. You are going to feel confident. You are going to be unstoppable. I feel unstoppable.
Antonio, you look unstoppable.
All right, as promised, let's get to the outfits. So starting this off, let's go with summer casual. For this outfit, I see you wearing a short sleeve white polo shirt matched with light gray slim fit linen trousers, white leather sneakers, your hair on point, wearing a pair of shades, maybe Wayfarers or Aviators. For a watch, maybe a stainless steel chronograph, and top it all off with a clean, crisp citrus fragrance. Next up, we got a casual business meeting. Now you can wear what I'm wearing right here, go with that Maverick blazer with a white shirt. I personally believe that contrast creates a little bit more of a formal look. And again, the pocket square, I didn't even have to think of. Now keep the trousers simple. You can go gray or even with a pair of chinos. For the shoes, I'd go with the simple pair of loafers. And for the watch, I'd go with the simple dress watch. For my fragrance, I'd keep it simple, maybe go with a mix of lavender and vetiver. Now, what if I'm giving a big presentation? I need to dress it up. In this case, let's go with the classic suit. So if you're a man over the age of 25, I recommend navy blue. If you're under the age of 25, go with charcoal gray. It's going to make it look a little bit older. In any case, we're going with a crisp white dress shirt with that dark red, maybe maroon silk power tie. My dress shoes, I'm going to keep them simple, either go with a dark brown or a black Oxford. Definitely I'm going to recommend a simple dress watch with a leather band that matches the color of my shoes and belt. And my fragrance here, I'm going to keep it subtle. I'm going to go with something that's got a nice, simple wood undertone. Next up, I'm in Chicago for the weekend, going out with friends on a Saturday night. What am I going to wear? First up, a simple, clean, true blue button down. Now, if worn by itself, it may have looked like a dress shirt, but I'm going to match this with a casual olive jacket that's thin, definitely going for something a little bit more casual, and pair that with a straight fit dark denim, and then laced up boots in a dark brown that aren't too dressy, yet aren't too casual, just right for going out with friends for dinner and maybe something afterwards. Now the watch here, I'm going to have a little bit of fun, maybe go for a gold undertone or maybe even a rose gold. And for the fragrance, something that's going to catch a little bit of attention, something spicy with a little bit of pepper, maybe an oriental. Next up, we got date night. So again, we're going to start with a casual button down, but this time we're going to go with something with a small repeating pattern. Now I'm going to pair that with dark colored tailored trousers. And for my shoes, keeping it dark, I'm going to go with a black pair of Chelsea boots. Now with this clean monochromatic outfit, the jacket is where I'm going to have fun. So I got a variety of different colored suede jackets I could bring in, or if I wanted to create a softer look, I could go with a cardigan whose texture is going to ensure my wife won't be able to keep her hands off me. Now what about the watch? What about the fragrance? Well guys, I got you covered in this video right here where I talk about watches. And if you want to know which watch I would choose, if I could only choose one, go check out, I just put out this video. It was a really good one. I had a lot of fun with it. And guys, over on my channel, I talk about fragrances a lot. So don't worry, I got you covered there. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And yeah, keep going. Check it out right here. Solid video. Yeah, you'll like it.